Hey creative friends, welcome to my channel and welcome to Pantry Cooking for Two Tuesday. And today I'm going to be making a recipe out of this book. Now I have had this book for years. I collect cookbooks and I was looking for some inspiration to change things up and I forgot I even had this, and it's Cooking for One or Two. So I looked through here and there's some terrific recipes, so I'm going to use this book for a few recipes coming up. But I looked through to see if any of you wanted to purchase it. It is still available on Amazon. So down in the description I will put a link to this because there's a lot of really good recipes. And I've had a sweet tooth lately and I happened upon page 298. There's a carrot cake recipe. But look at the picture. Oh my gosh, it looks so good. And Brian loves carrot cake, so I'm going to make it. So this is what I have for ingredients. Now I'm going to refer to my book periodically so that I make sure I don't forget anything. So first of all is 1 cup of all-purpose flour and a half a cup of sugar, a half a cup of packed brown sugar, a teaspoon of baking soda, and 1 teaspoon of ground allspice. I just have my allspice right there. And then 1/4 teaspoon of salt. I have that there. A half a cup of vegetable oil, 2 eggs, and 1.5 cups of finely grated carrots, and I've already got that done. So what's going to happen is I'm going to put this together, and then when it cools there is a frosting to put on it with walnuts and stuff. Oh my gosh, it looks so good. So for the instructions, I'll get my mixing bowl over here and we'll go through the whole thing, and so I'll be right back. Alright, my first instructions are in a mixing bowl, and because this is cooking for two, what's going to do is just making a little 8-inch square loaf pan, or an 8-inch square baking dish is the only size it is. So it's perfect because it makes 6 to 8 servings. So it's not like making a great big cake and then trying to figure out what to do with it. I love that. So in a mixing bowl, combine the flour, sugar, baking soda. Okay, there's the flour and the sugars and the baking soda, allspice and salt. So there's that. There's the salt. Then we get the allspice. Love allspice. I am a huge fan of things like allspice and nutmeg and cinnamon. I'm that person. So a little extra won't hurt me if I... There we go. So now all I'm going to do with that is I'm going to mix it up really well. I'm just going to kind of make sure it's all blended together. Let me scoot you back and down a little bit so you can see a little bit better. Get you a little tilt. There you go. Alright, now I want to mix this in. I like to mix the sugars into the flour so they don't kind of clump up when I'm mixing other liquids in. Now it says to add the eggs one at a time. I already cracked them because I didn't pre-read my directions, darn it. But I think I can pour off 1 egg at a time out of my little side dish. I'm going to got a couple of clumps of brown sugar there. Get those done. Alright. There we go. I got kind of all that mixed in nicely. Get those guys broken up. There's one. I knew I had that clump in there. Alright, now it says add the vegetable oil and mix well. And the batter is going to be real thick. But that's okay. So I'm going to add the vegetable oil. And mix that in. I like using a spatula because I can kind of go around the edges of the mixing bowl. It says the batter is going to be real thick, which it is because it's just the oil is getting mixed into the flour. And then we're going to add in the eggs one at a time, beating well after each addition, and then we just stir in the carrots, and then this whole thing goes into the pan, and it's at 350 for 35 to 40 minutes. Okay, I've got that mixed in real well. Get that part. There we are. Alright, now I'm going to mix in 1 egg. I suppose I could use my little hand mixer with this, but I'm going to see how I can do with just the spatula. Alright, let's mix in 1 egg. Blink. There we go. Look at that. Got that one egg mixed in, and now we're going to mix this in really well. The carrots will add moisture. I suppose you could add in something like raisins if you want, but I don't want to. All right, that's mixed well. And then 1.5 cups of finely grated, there we are. Okay. So good. Brian loves carrot cake. He likes the real overdone ones though that have like coconut and all kinds of stuff. Raisins, all kinds of stuff. So we're just going to make this according to the directions. And then, you know me, I'll use the directions as a guide. And then I will add in other things. Okay. That looks like it's pretty well mixed. And now we're going to mix in all the carrots. That's where all your moisture is going to come from. So good. Going to add a nice texture and moisture. And then that's just going to go in that little baking dish. So this is good. Okay. That looks like it's well incorporated. And now, beating well, stir in the carrots, pour into a greased 8-inch square baking dish and bake at 350 for 35 to 40 minutes until a toothpick inserted near the center comes out clean, and then we're going to cool it on a wire rack. There we go. You hear a chicken in the background. I got a girl that's got a vitamin deficiency, so I've got her separate over in the other room. So I can give her vitamins every day, see if we can fix her. She was limping. All right, now, kind of get that mixed up. Whoops, sorry. Let me get that out of your way. All right, I'm going to pull some of these extra carrots. Kind of had a clump of carrots there. Kind of mix that around. All right, now we're going to pop this in the oven at 350 for 35 to 40 minutes, and then I will bring you back when it's ready to come out, and we'll see how it turned out. All right, while that's baking, I'm going to go ahead and make the frosting, and then I'm just going to have it set aside and ready for when the cake is cool enough. So what I have here for the frosting is 2 tablespoons of butter or margarine, softened, and this is pretty soft, and then 2 ounces of cream cheese, also softened. I'm going to go ahead and put those together. And then there is a 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and then a little bit of milk, 2 to 4 tablespoons of that, and a cup of confectioner's sugar or powdered sugar. So what we're going to do in a small mixing bowl, we're going to cream these two together. Then we'll gradually beat in the confectioner's sugar and the vanilla, and then slowly add enough milk that will make it the nice consistency to spread. So I'm going to go ahead and get this out of the way. There we are. So I'm going to kind of just blend this up, mix that up nice. All right, there we go. Okay, got that creamed. Didn't take much to get out of that one, did it, Peter? There we go. Okay, now we're going to gradually add in the confectioner's sugar, but I'm going to put the vanilla in first. And then slowly blend in the confectioner's sugar. And now I am going to chop some walnuts. It says about 2 tablespoons of chopped walnuts. I'll get those chopped and ready. Probably here in a little bit. I might already have some chopped, I'm not sure. There we go. I'm kind of excited about making this little cake. I think it's going to be great. That's working out just fine. There we go. And we'll see how much milk we need to add in. Maybe not very much. Okay, a little bit. Just a wee bit. There we go. that's just perfect. Actually, probably could have been okay without even adding very much milk. Not even as much as I added, but this will be perfect. All right, there we have it. The frosting is made. Look at that, I'm gonna taste. So good. Oh, so good. Oh, it's so light. It's really, really good. Okay, now I'm just gonna set this aside. So it'll be ready when the cake is cool, and we will just put that on top as soon as the cake is cool. Add some walnuts on top. It's gonna be perfect. All right, guys, I just took it out of the oven, and I'm gonna use a little toothpick and check. And you can see it comes out clean, so it's done. So I'm just gonna set it on a rack over here and let it cool, and then we'll come back and frost it. All right, it's nice and cool, and now I'm gonna take the frosting that I made and spread it over the top. And then we'll sprinkle some walnut. Actually, I have walnuts, but I had already opened some of my pecans. So I know it's a little untraditional, but I'm going to put pecans on here instead of walnuts, which is fine. And I use my little old school chopper. I love that. It's actually my mom's. You can get those on Amazon though. Well, you can get them a lot of places, but I like that one for chopping. Not one of those pounder ones. If you turn it one way, it's coarse, and if you turn it the other way, it makes them fine. So I did these for coarse because I want them a little bit chunkier. And then I think I might make a little coffee and have Brian come and do a taste test, because now this is a very plain one because there's no like raisins or anything in it. And I know people that will load up their carrot cake with all kinds of stuff. But this is nothing but carrots. It is truly a carrot cake. So, let me get this in around the edges. So good. I like to get it all the way up to the edge. Every bite has frosting. Okay. A little bit more here. All right. Now I'm going to sprinkle my nuts on there. There we go. Okay, now it's probably plenty, but we'll just use them all. We'll make it very, very nutty. Oops. Okay. All right. Probably a little too nutty. I'm going to shake it around a little bit. There we go. All right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make some coffee, and then I'm going to have Brian come in here and do a taste test. All right, I've got that cut up. There's what it looks like close up. And now we'll get Brian to come in and do a taste test. Hey, Brian. Time for a taste test. It's a carrot cake. Okay. All right. Let's see. There you go. Let's see how it looks. Give it a try. Is it good?
Mm-hmm. Real good.
Good. All right, folks. There you have it. Super yummy. Pantry cooking for 2 Tuesday. Awesome carrot cake. And it's nice size because it's an 8x8, so it doesn't make so much. But I hope you guys give this a try. Check out that book because it's awesome, and you'll probably see a lot more recipes from there because there's some good ones in there. So as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.